Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? I am extremely tired, but jacked at the same time. If you guys don't understand what that means, because I damn sure don't. But anyhow, I am exhausted. It's 1:16 a.m. June 26, 2024, and that is Eastern Standard Time. I'm about to go to sleep. I am exhausted, man. Today the weather was really nice when it wasn't raining, so it stopped raining for about 4 or 5 hours, maybe a little bit more than that. So I decided to take the time to rinse off the my trailer, which is a 6 by 12, I believe. Cause it's all white, and the guy I bought it from, he used Rust-Oleum paint, like a white paint, just to try to even out a little bit of the name, which was kind of a naive thing to do because what he should have done was prime. You can't go over a light color with. I mean, you can't go over a dark color with light and then expect it to look decent. So he used too much paint, and it ran. Yeah, I could have sanded and did all that stuff, but I'm not doing that. I plan on just keeping this trailer for maybe 6 months to maybe a year, depending, until I get something longer and bigger. And but until then, it's white. It was beat up. I mean, it's not in the best condition, but not in the worst. But nowhere near the best. It will do what it needs to do. It is functional and it is an enclosed trailer, and yeah, I'm not ashamed of it because I don't really give a flying fuck what or how people view me, how I dress, or how I look, or anything. Because I'm me. I don't know have I ever fell into peer pressure. But anyhow, so for the last ever since I got it last week, I was contemplating on what colors. I kind of screwed up because I did go to DMV Tuesday, which was a horrific day for me, and the girl did ask me, and I was thinking in my head that I was gonna do black and green. But I wasn't paying attention. I was just at that point. I was extremely happy just to finally get the damn plate and registration because of I had to wait almost 5 hours in line. I forgot the name of the. Do I have the paper here? Nah, it's probably not up here. But they're right directly across the street. I think it's called Cat. I think it's called Cat Scale or something like that. But they are directly right across the street from the Essex County Correctional Facility or County Jail, whatever the hell they call it. It must have been about 15 or more trucks, excuse me, in front of me. And that's about 20 to God knows how many minutes each truck. So it was crazy. Then I just barely made it to the skin of my teeth before the young lady that was helping me was about to leave. So I made it right in the door, and she saw me just standing there waiting patiently, and she just called me over, and that's how I got it. But it is white, and now I might have to go back, re-register it again with a different color. So if I get pulled over, God forbid, I won't have state troopers or police think I stole it because it's like, hey, why is this not matching up with that or XYZ or whatever. But anyhow, I today you can hear the rain, but today I did or yesterday now because it's already Friday morning. So I did go and I painted it. I painted it dark hunter green and black. Of course, even though it's hunter green, I think now that I think about it, I think my truck may not be hunter. I think my truck may be forest green. But whether it's forest green or hunter, the color code's still gonna be off. Like you can have like 5 different cars at home, and they all could be the same exact color. But if they're from different car makers, the green is gonna be slightly different because of the color code and the mixes they use. But I wasn't really worried about that. I was gonna go with a red and green, but I really didn't want to have a Freddy Krueger trailer or black and just red to go with like a Jason type of theme. Then I was like, you know what? I'll just do whatever. So I went with black and green. So and it worked out. I brought 9 cans of the Rust-Oleum. It's like a new one that they have that I've never seen before. That you can adjust the spray. You could adjust the spray. You know, like how much spray comes out. I think it goes from 1 to 5. And they're only like $8 a can. I thought it was well worth it. So I got the dark. I got the dark hunter green gloss. Did I get gloss? Yeah, it was definitely gloss because they also had enamel, but I got the gloss because it's a vehicle and you wanted to have that pop. And of course, you know the more you spray it, the more sheen it'll be. Being that black is like the darkest color ever, you know what I mean. So whatever you spray is gonna eliminate everything. So there is some overspraying, but I like that. It's not crazy, but you know, it's nice. Just repainting that makes the Trello look a hell of a lot different than how it did when I brought it. And I decided to do that before I put my my Trello, my plate on it. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know that's pretty okay. And I did go thrifting today. Definitely a busy day. I went in the morning and dropped off my Isaiah's Mustang. I feel like something that was supposed to have been done didn't get done correctly, so I was told to bring it on Monday, which I'll do, so that could be rectified, along with some other stuff that they did do. Then from there, you know, hopped in the Uber, came home, decided to go to red, white, and blue to the thrift shop. It was like not worth it. I did go home with a couple of things, but nothing to write home to. You know what I mean? I think I spent like, but maybe 14, $15, if that. Maybe a little more, under 20, that's for sure. Then from there, I went to check on the car, and you know, dropped the truck off, hopped in the Uber to go back and pick the car up, and I just told you what happened, and you know, and before we picked up the car, I went to Home Depot and got. I originally got 11 cans of paint. I got 2 of the taller Rust-Oleum professional cans that the guy Eddie, who I brought the Trello from, told me the paint he used, which was the technique was terrible, and he had a lot of running paint all around the truck. I mean, if he left it how it was, it would have been a better paint job for me. But whoever had their number and everything on it, like you basically really had to sand or replace all the metal sheeting all around the Trello for it to be half decent. I mean, for what it is, you know, it's meant to do what it's meant to do. So it's not meant to transport and or pick up vehicles. So it's not meant to look beautiful. It's meant to transport and do what it needs to do. But still in all, I preferred it to be as color coordinated to my truck as possible, so it stands out a little better, and I think it does. You know what I mean? So that's pretty okay. So outside of that, I you know, oh man. So tomorrow I gotta do a lot of things. I gotta be back home and load up for Saturday morning. So I have to do a lot. You know, I have to go meet up with Lev and pay for that big Hogan robot. Might look at some other stuff that he has. Maybe we can work a deal out on some other stuff. If not, yeah, there's always next time. I did look through some of the stuff that I got from him, probably like over a week ago, and I realized I came across 4 other Dark Star figures. Because obviously I have 3 up here that I got from him, in other toy lots. You got this guy here, then you got that one, and then this dude right here. So yeah. So I got another 4 that I've been had, including Black Star himself. I may or may not have weapons for them. I'm not too sure. I have been going, little by little in the basement, sorting through stuff, and I went through a couple of the Ghostbusters. But that turtle stuff's gonna be that turtle stuff is like an all day. That's like an all day process. I know I've done it before when I had a huge turtle lot that I forgot where the hell I got them from. I think I either got them from Eddie or I don't know, my boy Eddie. Not the old man Eddie that I brought the trailer from. I don't even really remember anymore, but that took me 2 days. And this stuff is more or less more weapons with vehicles than anything else. And that's what's going to really, 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 really take a lot of time. So I'm going to concentrate in certain areas on the first floor in his warehouse tomorrow while I'm waiting for him to come in, because I'm pretty confident I'd probably be there before he does. I was thinking about going thrifting tomorrow in the morning, but I don't know. I might just stay here, chill the fuck out, and just go straight to him. And then from there, I might just go and put my chairs over at the and then from there just come straight home and load up. You know what I mean? So I might just do that. But yeah. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, and that box that I got, the X-wing fighter thingamajig, right? So I thought that this was that one, but then I realized, because this is the one that I have, I forgot who and where I got it from, but I guess this is like a later. This is probably from like Return of the Jedi or Empire Strike. Okay, so it's gotta be Return of the Jedi. Because the gray and it's gray, and at first I thought this was even one of the one from the 90s, but when I got this, Star Wars Mike was like, no, it's from the 80s. It's the I think it is the Return of the Jedi one. Excuse me. So I'm missing stickers, the 4 guns, and the actual canopy for this one. Now this is the one that came in the box that I got from Lev. And I told him I didn't need it, but if you notice, there's a huge difference, not only as far as stickers go, but look at the white. So this is like pure white, while this is that gray. So, and I mean, everything is virtually exactly the same, except the engines on this is also white, while the engines on this is black. So I guess there's 2 different versions of it. This white one definitely seen better days. So unfortunately, my plan was to just sell this as a part, and put this one in the box. But then as I'm looking at the box, I'm like, wait a minute. On the box, it looks white, because I've had tons of Star Wars toys, even back in the day. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm an expert on this stuff, like I know more or less about about G.I. Joes, which is, I do know a lot about G.I. Joe. I got a funny feeling this goes this way, and but I think I screwed something up somewhere. But this is the insert, and so now I gotta find the guns. I gotta get the blasters, at least the blasters and the canopy. I mean, of course, I would like the sticker sheet, but you know, do I really give a flying pluck about the sticker sheet? I'd be lying if I said no. But I'm not really in a rush neither to get it. I don't even know which way this thing's supposed to go and how it's supposed to go on, but whatever. So I thought I didn't need it, but come to find out, I do. I have to get the. I might actually have the damn guns. To be quite honest, because it does look vaguely familiar. So I wouldn't be surprised if I do have them down there. So before I order them, I do need to do more due diligence on this bad boy, just to make sure. I mean, I did pay for this stuff. You know, Lev's a good friend. I knew Lev for a long time, but at the end of the day, he is still Lev. You know, you know, he's about. You know, the man's about money, man. He's not. You know, he doesn't run a charity. And just like me, we both can separate the difference between friendship and you know, between personal and business. A lot of people can't. A lot of people, they get offended if you don't give them a good deal. They feel upset. Like, oh wow, look at this. Like, how you gonna do me like that? I hear that all the time. Like, I got somebody who I let back in my life again, and he's just about ready to play the same damn games on why I kind of like stopped speaking to him in the first place. And sometimes when people do that, you don't help by because it's like they don't learn their lesson, and it is antagonizing, and it's it's very frustrating because sometimes when people keep doing stuff like that, they do it because they don't not that they only don't know better, they just don't give a fuck, because sometimes people don't really see what they do and how they are. So this box is beat to shit, but it's still in the box, and this got to be like what, 80 or 79, because the other one I think is 83. Interesting. Well, I don't see and I prolonged, I mean, there's no, oh whatever. Box is beat up. I mean, this is probably the worst condition box of all of them. I mean, they're not in the best condition, but whatever, I mean, at the end of the day, they are old, original Star Wars stuff. And he gave me a good deal on this, on the other three, and this one he kind of like. I mean, he knew that it was missing everything, and the box is beat to shit. So I got this for very, very decent. So I basically picked up 4 boxes. This is incomplete, the incomplete X-Wing fighter. The Scout Walker box is in really good condition. The Cloud Car with the box, really good condition. And what the hell was the other one? The other one was whatever. Something else I forgot. You guys see the boxes if you guys saw the other videos. I don't even fucking remember anymore. And I do have 3 of my collections up on eBay. I mean, not on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace. I have a lot of idiots because I was very specific when I said, any questions you have. I mean, basically, all the answers are there. I'm not parting, no trading, just straight cash, etc., etc. So I did put my whole Star Wars collection up there, but I don't really have no intentions to sell it. But I do have 7,000 on it because I know that's relatively good, even for somebody who wants to resell it. And I was very specific that it's only the vintage figures, nothing else, which means none of the lightsabers, helmets, and stuff like that. Now, some of you people may ask, well, why are you selling it? Well, I figured if I can get 7,000 for it, I mean, it's worth more than that. But if somebody offer me, if I get seven, even 65, I take it, and I'll just use the space for something else. But I'm not desperate or really want to get rid of it. But at the price I put on it, it should have definitely moved. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I said by the time Sunday rolls back around, I'm gonna take all that stuff down anyway. I did the same thing for the Masters of the Universe collection. I don't remember what I put on it on Facebook Marketplace, but I definitely have it up there, and I also have the Hasbro WWF wrestling figures. And again, I guess some people figure my prices are ridiculously too high, and I also put down not answering questions, etc., etc. If it's still up, it's still available. Why every time you put that, idiots still want to turn around and ask you questions when the proof when it's said when it's very when you're very specific right there. And see, this is the reason why a lot of people go up beside people's heads, and also why a lot of people get cussed out, and why people are very disrespectful, because people are stupid. People do dumb shit, and people always try. People want to try you, and then when you put them in their place, you're saying you're wrong. But anyhow, whatever. I digress. Of course, I'm not really trying to get rid of the Master Universe stuff, or the Star Wars, but I am more in tune with getting rid of the Hasbro WWF figures. But I will only sell them all, and I want to get money for them if I do sell them, just like anything else. Everything in here is for sale. And I do mean everything. Even my G.I. Joe collection. If somebody give me a huge amount of money for all that shit can go. Not because I'll go back into it. I'll just do something else. I may have spent too much money on a lot of the shelving, because I would, probably go something big and go with other shit. But I would definitely sell it all. I mean, one thing about me, unlike a lot of people, is everything has a price when it comes to my collectibles. I have to specify that, because then people will say some stupid shit. So outside of that, going back to the Black Star stuff, so we have this guy. We got him. I found him. I had him in a bin with some Turtles, Police Academy, and some other stuff that I got like over 2 weeks ago from Lev. Because like I said, he's kind of like, he's getting out of this guy's legs a little really, really tight. So I'm trying to play around with him here, but yeah. Anyway, that's him. Then we got this guy. I've had him plenty of times. And then this dude as well. Look like a fake bootleg wannabe version of Jackal Man, right? And then we got this guy, which is like one of the most expensive ones, and his legs are all messed up. So I don't know how you're supposed to change this, if you could. I mean, obviously you can. I just don't know how you're supposed to. I see where the string is, but the thing is, I think that they glue. This is definitely like glued. So I didn't even try to wash him. I gotta look it up and see how you can change that. But yeah. And it's funny how he's a Black Star figure. He doesn't have no light up chest feature thingamajig. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this shit. For a lot of you peoples out there, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if I do sell them, they're gonna be over or around $1,000. I'm not doing no better than that. I don't give a flying fuck who you are. There's about 72 of these, and I think mass majority of all of them come with their weapon. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Battle Beasts. There's exactly 72 of them, and I think about 20 or 22 of them, somewhere between 20 and 22 of them have their weapons on them, and then there's like another 43 or so loose weapons. So you figure 72 figures and 43 weapons. So you figure the mass majority of all these guys have their weapons. Obviously, I think about 7 or so won't have them, but I may have them downstairs somewhere. But there's 72 Battle Beasts. 72 of them. Oh, I forgot to show that. And I gotta get to this. I got this real big acrylic, like a coffee table, that it has like these 4 big wheels on it. I got out of the only storage unit I purchased since the last 4 or 5 months. And but where I have it, I can't get to it. I can't get to it right now. So being as acrylic and it's see through, I was thinking it's big though. But I guess once I look at it again, I could tell. I was actually contemplating on putting it back here, and yeah, I was thinking about putting it like here somewhere. And I might just, I mean, I don't know. I gotta figure something out because I have this Back to the Future DeLorean along with Doc and Marty that I want to display it. So I think about just putting them here and just have them like right there and whatever. I don't know yet. I guess once I look at it more, I'll have a better idea of the dimensions because it is heavy. And I wasn't really thinking about bringing it up here, so that's why I really didn't concentrate on the dimensions until, now realizing that, hey, I'll just put it right here in the center. My whole point is to keep the center of my floor areas clear, so I can be able to walk around. And it's amazing. It's like there's really never such thing as too much room. The only way I have enough safe room is if I lived in this big ass house by myself. But being that, I mean, come on, I got the whole attic and I got the whole attic and the damn hallway. So, like, it just it doesn't really work out. Like I can use my bedroom, but my bedroom is private, so you know, so it's like it don't really make no sense to have stuff in there. And then it's like my living room already has my Mike Tyson boxing trunks and gloves in a expensive custom made. If I say man made, custom made displays. And then I have the Robert Duran signed poster also down there with some other stuff. And I don't really want my living room to look too much like up here. I mean, I think that stuff I have is already, and my wife is cool with that because it makes it makes for good conversation pieces. But I don't really need to fucking have a million toys down. I mean, I got Hebrew Brentley's. I forgot the name of the character he does. The girl with the 2 pigtails. I have and it's autographed by him. I met him in 2017, I think, and I have that poster, and he autographed it. The poster goes for some money now. So imagine with the autograph. And I have that specific girl, and he signed the box. And then I have 2 pairs of Adidas, both signed by DMC, from Run DMC, obviously. And then I have the Ron English Puma collaborate. I mean, Ron English and Puma collaborated a sneaker back in 2000. Same year I met Jordan Hebrew, as a matter of fact. And Ron English signed them for me. I had 2. I brought 2 pairs. One I sold, and this one I kept. and that's downstairs in the living room with some autographed pictures of famous people. Anything I have an autograph of is people that I met. You know, I think there's like one or two pieces that I have that I haven't met the individuals, but 99.5% of everything that I have an autograph of is people that I met personally. That's why I have it around my house. I am gonna be doing a room tour. I might wait until I decide if I'm gonna just take these three and put them in the basement, or if I'm gonna display them. Cause right now I gotta straighten some more stuff out, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with some of the plushes I have in the hallway. I think the Fred Flintstone, the Barney from the movie, the Rick Moranis, oh my God, Rick Moranis, whatever the fuck his last name is. I have his Barney along with the John Goodman's Fred Flintstone. I'm staring right at them, but I think I'm gonna put them out for sale. I don't think I'm gonna keep them. I might just put them in a bag and sell them both, or maybe get like $40. You know, I'll probably act 60 and put them for. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I got too much shit, all over the place, and I need to do something with this stuff. I really need to do something. I need to really concentrate because I'm starting to go back to what I always do. Buying too much shit, and I'm not finishing off my G.I. Joe collection. Because to be honest, I was actually contemplating on just sticking with the vintage G.I. Joe, vintage G1 Transformers, vintage Star Wars, vintage He-Man, and get rid of everything else outside of Hot Toys. Hot Toys is unquestionably a toy line I'm keeping. That's a definite. I still want to get my hands on the. I gotta get my hands on Count Dooku, as well as I wanted to get the Darth Vader bust so I could put it right here. Right here. My plan was to put it right in this area, like these, and put him on one of these. Like go back to go back to Target and get one of these, and then go to Home Depot and get some more of the wheels and drill the wheels in the bottom once I build it. Because that's what I did with this, and that was my plan. I still want to put up shelving in the other room because my plan, since my daughter's moving back in, my plan was to take all this stuff and put it in the G.I. Joe room. And I was thinking about taking my desk and put it in the middle of the G.I. Joe room, but then I would have to have somebody come in and run all the necessary things I need for this computer to be there, and giving her this room. But then she's a girl, she's a grown up, so she would need a bigger room. But being that I put so much money in both of these rooms when it comes to paint and shelving, it wouldn't make no sense for her to have shelves all around a room and then try to fit furniture around it. It would just look stupid. So then I would have to take the shelves and everything off, repaint, ceiling hole. It's just too much. It's too much to do, and so right now we're working those out because this is a 5-bedroom house, 5 people, 5 bedrooms. But technically 4 because me and my wife count as 1, so technically 4 bedrooms, which means I would have an office. But if I had an office, I would preferably keep this because of the computer and where I can use it and etc. etc. But this area is a little too small for me to collect anything. I mean, my G.I. Joe shit ain't fitting in here. Ain't fitting at all. I won't even. I could definitely squeeze the box I made for the USS Flag through here, because I have it on wheels too. So, but there's nowhere to put it. So, it is what it is. But I'm thinking of some stuff. I just don't know what. But that's that, you guys. So I do have some plushes. because I have the wrestling buddies, but I'm not gonna keep those. I'll probably take those out sooner or later and sell them too. I have the NWO Macho Man Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior. I don't even remember where the hell I got them from, but I got them both, and I think I'm gonna get rid of them. Even if I do keep the Hasbro wrestlers, because I want to start taking that money, and instead of me doing like I normally do and just take that money and buy rooms and other shit, I need to start taking money from stuff that I'm getting rid of now and put that toward the G.I. Joe stuff I need, because there's no reason why I shouldn't have been done with that. The mask stuff I'm not worried about, because that's a collection that I'll shortly build into like the later waves. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about that, because what I have right now with mask is virtually almost complete. Masters of the Universe, I'm missing a couple of things. I'm missing a couple of things. I think I'm missing like 2 or 3 figures. Wonder Bread He-Man, that green troll looking guy, and most likely variations. I don't think I'm missing much in the figure department. I have the mass majority of pieces for it. Somebody asked me, well, what would you do with the A-Team and this and that? I actually have 2 A-Team villains that are still on card that I got from Lev as well, but the card is beat to shit, but both of them still are on card. And I was thinking about just like hanging, like, you know, putting them by the A-Team, because I got the 4 of the 3 3/4 guys, but I have them with the new A-Team movie with Liam Nielsen. Nelson, is it? Is it Nelson or Nielsen? I think it's Nelson, right? Liam Nielsen or Nelson, whatever the fuck his name is. But anyhow, I have it with that van. I just have that in the background until I get the van for them. But I'm not in a rush to get the van. I got that from, you guys can't see the helicopter anyway. And then like the big guys, I need face. I'm not in a rush to get it. I have seen a couple of them, but they were all dogged up. So that's why I didn't get them. But you know, I'll get them. And the Princes of Power stuff is part of He-Man. I mean, it's whatever. So I got all the Pirates of Dark Water. All I need is the ship, and that'll be a complete set. I got a lot of Captain Power figures, even some rare ones, and I was like, maybe I'll put these out too. But then I'm like, nah, because I really need to concentrate on some shit. Then I was contemplating maybe I'll get rid of the Dark Star, the Black Star stuff. I don't know yet, because it's like if there was a toy line I can afford to get, I can afford to get rid of all of them. But it'd probably be the actually, I don't know. I'm all over the fucking place with this crap, to be honest. But I'm getting exhausted because I'm losing my. And you guys can see my eyes. All right, peace.